Yogi Stillness, and thank you for joining us. I'll be your guide in today's meditation. Today we'll explore how sometimes the most skillful thing we can do is nothing. We'll begin by sitting on the floor, a cushion, or in a chair. When you're ready, allow your eyes to close. Tune into the flow of your breath, and let's take 3 deep breaths together. Take a nice big inhale and hold it. Then take a long, slow exhale. Another deep breath in and pause. Then another big exhale. Last time, full inhale and hold it. And exhale as fully as you can. Allow everything to slow down now, letting the flow of your breath relax and move on its own. Think about all the actions that are happening near you, such as plants may be growing, dust is moving about, and nearby people are working, eating, sleeping, or doing various other activities. Think about all the actions in the world around you that you are not engaged in at this moment. Think of all the people taking care of one another, building rockets, performing surgery, or even brokering deals. Think about all the experts out there you rely on to be able to do their jobs. Firefighters, power plants, charities, and so on. And then take a moment to be grateful for all the ways that the world continues to function without you, for all the places where you do not need to help or even know how to help. Focus on your gratitude for all the actions in the world that continuously happen, even as you sit here in stillness for a few moments in silence. If your mind has disconnected from the breath, come back to it now. Let the inhale and exhale find their natural balance. Now think of all the places where you can help in the world. Think of all the small actions that you can do every day, like recycling, donating clothes or food, biking or taking public transport, or simply being kind to a barista. Then think about the bigger things you can do that may help. Maybe you have a job that helps people or the environment, or perhaps you do volunteer work. Maybe you have practiced skills in caretaking, law, engineering, medicine, sanitation, social services, hospitality, design, communication, or something else where your knowledge affects people positively. Think about the best ways you can personally affect the world as yourself with your own skills for a few minutes in silence. If your mind has wandered off with a thought, return your focus to the breath, allowing it to find its own pace once again. There are times when we need to spring into action quickly. There are crucial moments when our instincts push us into action faster than our minds are able to. In almost every situation we encounter, there may be some form of action we can take to improve it. But sometimes there is nothing we can do. There are times when our desire to help or our need to fix things can be an unmindful instinct. This can lead us to get in the way, assume expertise, or interfere with the work of others who are more able to help. This tendency is sometimes known as the white knight effect and comes from an instinct to see ourselves as the center of the narrative, even when the story is about someone else. This can include trying to defend somebody who wants to stick up for themselves, trying to help someone who doesn't want or need our help, or making the struggles of another person or group into our own personal fight to feel better about ourselves. We may have an instinctual belief that trying to help others is always a good thing, but it can be easy to forget how our actions might be rooted in our own egos, the desire to be perceived in a certain way, or in our perception of others as needing to be helped. When we act mindfully, we can evaluate how our own desire, aversions, and ego may have influenced our thinking. Then we can evaluate how our own actions will actually affect others. While it is much simpler to believe that any helpful effort should be appreciated, mindfulness is a skill that allows us to discern when and how to offer our help and when to be content to let the world turn without us. The world needs helpful people willing to stick up for the downtrodden, support the needy, and reach out for those who ask for it. But helping others can quickly become about ourselves, trying to convince ourselves or others that we are experts or even heroes. We have to look beyond our own desire to help and see where we can act skillfully and where we might do better to stand aside. We have to see where our help is wanted, where our help is useful, and where we might only get in the way. Sometimes the best action we can take is simply to stand still. Come back into your body now. And take one last clearing breath in and hold it, and then let it out. Then allow your eyes to open. Thank you for showing up for yourself in this practice today. We are so grateful for the opportunity to support you in self-care and look forward to meeting here again tomorrow.